guess what? You can tell your friends, they was like, well, how was it? Well, the crowd wasn't good, but we still had a good time. Why? Because the motto here is we have something for everybody. It's not just for you, it's for everybody. So when you go back there, it was like, well, what kind of crowd was it? Well, it's for everybody. What do you mean? We got something for the sinners, the saints, the ain'ts, and the maybe nots. Okay. So we got something for everybody. So we don't discriminate. Just come on out to enjoy a great time. Is that all right? Yeah. So I'm going to just share a little bit. So it's been like one of the craziest months for me. You know, rounding out October, coming into November. You know, I'm a singer-songwriter, praiser, etc., etc., etc. by trade. So I do a lot of things, wear a lot of different hats. So this month has been relatively crazy. Well, they're rounding out October. October was a little bit crazy, and starting November is getting to be a little bit better. So on last month, my job downsized. So here we are again on the flip side of being laid off. It's a downside to it, but of course it's also a plus side. I get to sit home and see all the things that I just on TV. Boring. I get to do a little bit more shopping. Even more boring after you've done it for a few days. It's like, now what am I going to do with all this free time? Then to kick it all off, my house was robbed. Boo-hoo, sad for me. You know, I do work in the evening, so when I came home, and I guess they had a sense of humor because in the evening I'm a janitor. So banker by day, janitor by night. I wear many hats, I told you. From the uttermost to the guttermost, I do a little bit of everything. So I go to work and I come home and I find that my house has been robbed. They took everything that was nailed to the wall and under the carpet. And then they had the audacity to tear up the place. So I'm sitting there and it's like, oh my God, it's one of those things, I know you're gonna steal the stuff, but you don't have to tear up in the process. Just dismantle the television. Just unplug the surround sound and take it, man. You don't gotta flip over the sofa. There is nothing under there, I promise. You ain't getting nothing. You go in there, dump out all these tables. Who's gonna pick that stuff up? You know, so the police come finally. You know, I believe it when they said 911 was a joke, because if somebody was in that beat me after death, I'd still be waiting on them to come. They come and say, well, guess what? Police is on the way. I said, man, that was over an hour ago. Where they at? They on their way. It's a substation at the corner of my street. Where they at? Well, then it gets to the brass tacks. You're not a priority. I'm wrong, man. That's a priority. What I'm going to watch tonight, I'm going to miss Empire. But it was okay, so I get in there and I said, okay, fine. So when the police finally get there, the cop walks in and he drops a few of the F-bombs. He was like, what the F is this and what the F is that? And I'm like, you tell me what the F is going on. You late. Where was your antenna when they was stealing my stuff? So he says, well, the first thing he says to me, he says, well, who's going to clean all this stuff up? And then he looks over at me and he says, are you a mechanic? I said, you got jokes. But I said, but you know, we'll get it done. So he goes, he said, well, I'll be in my car and I'll go ahead and I'll figure it out. And so I write down a list of everything. And so then the CSI guy comes in and he starts putting the black dust over everything. And I said, you know you got to clean that up before you leave. He talking about, it looks like you got enough to do this, won't mess you up anymore. I said, boy, everybody got jokes tonight. Everybody want to be a comedian. But the moral of it, you know, you learn some things that you should do, you shouldn't do, to protect yourself. Be mindful. You can't watch everything all of the time, you know, but you want to be mindful of that. And my neighbor told me, she said, I have pecan trees in my backyard, and I have some friends here tonight that help me pick pecans out of my backyard. And my neighbor said, well, Cindy, you know, they know your schedule better than you do. They know you go in, and they know you come out. That's it. You throw your hand up and wave, and that's it. So you want to switch up your routine. I said, fine, I'll switch my routine up. But it didn't mean you got to tear the house up in the process. That ain't switching up the routine, that just create more work for me. So I get in there, and so it took me about 2 weeks to clean it up. Because that's how bad it was. So I was just like, you know, and I have a sense of humor about everything. I gotta laugh about it because, listen, if I don't, I'll cry. And I ain't gonna cry. I'm merely blind, I ain't gonna cry. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not today. So I get in there and I'm cleaning up. And now listen, I love music. It's I go to bed singing, I wake up singing. You know, walk down the street singing. There's a song always on my mind. You know, without a song, the world would never end, you know? So I'm like, okay, fine. So I'm going to clean up some stuff. Now mind you, you ever have some stuff that you put away, like especially after you move, there's just those few boxes that you say you're going to get to because you're just over the whole thing. And so you put that stuff away, and then that stuff just stays there. Now I've been in my house about a year now, and that box was still there. They reminded me that it was there because they dumped it over. So I get there and I get to clean up. Now mind you, I love music, so I'm looking in there, and it's like, never looking in your car, and it's like, I know I had this particular CD. And it's like, I know I got this CD, or I know I got this, it's somewhere. Or you go to the next best thing. You don't have people over your house, took feet and walked out the door. Not one, it took 2 feet, because they told it out. So I said, well, you know what? So I was getting in and I was cleaning up. They had the audacity to tear up a few of my CDs. And I'm like, what's the purpose in that? So I'm looking at it and I'm stopping the stuff. So I'm going through it and I'm looking through it and I'm picking up the CDs and I'm looking and I was like, there's that CD I was looking for. Now I'm an R. Kelly fan. I'm the old R. Kelly fan, not the Mr. McNasty R. Kelly fan. I pick and choose what I like. Every now and then, there's nothing wrong with a little bump and grind, but every now and then, you want some of that classic stuff, that wholesome stuff that made music, Like you said, the Motown sounds and the true classics, little Lou Rawls, a little Barry White, the true classics of sound, music that you can look for, a little Gladys Knight, And I sat there and I was like, my Gladys Knight greatest hit. And listen, I stumbled across it. I'm an old soul. Like growing up, I didn't have really friends my own age. I had, my oldest friend growing up. My oldest friend was 65. My youngest was like 20 something. Because as a little boy, people my age, they just wasn't interesting to me. So I was always interested in what my granddaddy and his friends were talking about, or my dad and his friends were talking about until they kicked me out, of course. Get out of grown people's mouth, So I was looking through it and I was going through it and I was like, oh my God, they broke my CD. So I was looking through it and I looked and I said, is that what I think it is? So I picked it up, I had my Gladys Knight CD and I was like, oh my God. And I can hear it. I say, nah, I need the mailman because she had a song in there that I've never heard before. And I love discovering new things. So I was looking at it and it's called A Letter Full of Tears. Anybody know that? Ever heard of that song? They have great hits that you never heard of. So I was like, what is that? So my son, he thinks he's just like the guru of everything. He's like, Dad, you don't know nothing about that. I'm like, you don't know nothing about that. So he was like, well, Dad, what is that? I've never heard that. And so I said, what's that? He was like, well, sing something from it. So my sons love to hear me sing because they sing too. I have 3 sons. They say I'm a blessed man. I wanted daughters because boys give me a headache too. So, but then my sister has 4 daughters and I changed my mind real quick. I said, I'll pass, thank you. So he said, well, Dad, what is this song? And I said, here comes the mailman walking up the street, and he looks like he has a letter today for me. Well, wait a minute, let me look inside. No, it couldn't be from my dad because he brought me a letter full of tears. And he was like, Dad, I don't know that song. I've never heard of that.
Sing it, man.
I said, you don't know about that? And I said, because I thought we had a love so strong. It would take a lifetime to tear us apart. Oh, yes. And I found out today I was wrong. And my reward was a broken heart. And 'cause here comes the teardrops. Welcome to my eyes. And I couldn't hold them back, no matter if I tried. It hurt me so inside. So won't you pardon me while I cry? Because he brought me a letter full of tears. And so all my sons don't break. My other 2 sons, they ran out the back and they was like, well, Daddy, we don't know that. I was like, well, wait a minute. Okay, so I was like, so I guess you need something a little bit more, so maybe you know something. The commercial tunes, So I was like, well, let's try this one. He was like, well, Daddy, what is this song on here? So we flipped over the CD and I said, oh, that one right there. So it says, It's sad to think we're not gonna make it. And it's gotten to the point where we just can't fake it. He said, oh, then I knew that was neither one of us. And I say, not like the Three Stooges. And I say, y'all so crazy. So as we're going through the CD, so I'm picking up all that stuff on the floor, and then they said, so then we get to one of my favorite artists, and then so it was just like, well, what is that? I said, they broke in half. Well, R. Kelly, see, now I'm an R. Kelly fan. I'm born into the 90s when R. Kelly first hit the scene. You know, I enjoyed a lot of his music because music is just a soul part of us. If we can't do anything and we can't relate to each other, there's always a song.
Yes, sir.
There's always a song. And so it's just like, no matter what mood that you're in. So it was like Dad, when I was married at the time, I was like, well, what's some of the songs you used to sing to Mommy? And I was just like, well, that's a different kind of song for a different kind of time. And I say, I can tell you some of the songs I sing to her now. I see you driving around town with a dude I know, and I'm like, forget you. I say, but I still love your mama. Just don't tell I said that. So I gotta be polite. But needless to say, so we're going through the CDs, and he was just like, well, Daddy, what is that? I say, so this is true music. I said, if you look back, this music has been around for 20 years, 30 years or so. And I said, this music is still today as if it was just played yesterday. And I try to teach my children, you want to hold on to things that has substance that will last. And I said, you can always relate to music. So I try to teach them everything through music. And so I listened to it, and it was just like, I was like, wow. So he's like, well, what is one of the songs you sing, Mom? And so I was like, you have given me the best of you, and you have made my dreams come true. And after all the things that you have done, well, girl, that makes me say that you are more than a woman. So I'll dedicate this one to my favorite girl, 'cause she's the only woman in the whole wide world. And I'll dedicate this one to my favorite girl, 'cause she's the only woman in the world for me. And he's like, oh, Daddy, I love that. I'm gonna try that. I say, but always remember to just come back to something and hold on to something. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna keep it going here tonight. So what do you think? That's fun?
Yes, sir.
We can have a little fun. Can we have a little more fun? We're gonna have a good time. Now, listen. The young lady I'm gonna bring up here, she's much funnier than I am. I'm humbled, and it's an honor to be in her presence. She hails from Jacksonville, Florida. She's the only queen that sits at the head of her table. She goes by the lady, the one, the only, before Beyonce had a beehive. The Queen Bee Dupree. Give it up for her. Put your hands together as she comes. You the queen, you got your own.
Come here, baby. Because, honey, I don't want the show to start when I hit this floor.
Oh, no, never. Woo, look at that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How y'all doing? I got on my good hair. Do y'all like it? I put on my good hair tonight. I didn't know who was going to be here. The little Calypso man started singing and hitting that little Calypso. I started fixing that hair, baby. I said, he going to make me pull this thing off in a minute, baby. Woo! See, y'all don't know what y'all be taking home. I looked good when I walked up here now. See, this is Have Mercy hair that we wear. Have Mercy hair is when your hair jacked up like this and you put this on and you holler, have mercy. Hold on a minute, baby, hold on. Tommy, I know you is not feeling all this, Lord Jesus. This is how we be in the mirror with the Mary J going on, honey. You take that hair and you shake it, see. Auntie, y'all know what I'm talking about, don't you? We be going to church in the morning. On that Sunday, you shake that hair. Hold on, baby. There you go, honey. You got to get down there and get it, see. Hold on, sugars. Hold on, baby. Bang. I'm talking. You come out to the car, you don't even know you're bald head. I love dating, honey. Am I the only one that's dating right about now? No. And you know, it's kind of bad because I've been married for 16 years and dating. That's kind of bad. That don't go hand in hand. That don't go together. Honey, that don't go together at all. But you know what I have to understand? There's different rules with dating now, isn't it? You got Facebook, you got Twitter, you got all those things. And he's 7 years old, the guy that I'm dating now. And our conversation is a little bit different when we go out on a date. And I don't know if y'all had this kind of conversation, ladies, because I'm 50 and my boyfriend is 70. I like an older man to teach me something. Oh, come on, because that's experience, honey. That's seasoned like a pot of greens. You understand me? Oh, honey, he done been through something. He done been somewhere. I want to know where he gone. And I want to help him spend his Social Security check. See, I know what I'm doing. So, honey, we in the car, we driving, and he got to talking. He said, these ain't my real eyes. I said, oh, Lord. I said, what you mean these ain't your real eyes? See, they took the back out and they put me some new rectors in my eye. So I see good when I'm looking straight, but you sitting over there, I can't really see you. I said, now this is not sexy. I don't know what he thought that was sexy. This is not sexy, boo. But we kept on going on our date. So he was like, you like fried chicken? I said, look at me. Can't you tell I like fried chicken? He said, where you want to go? I said, let's go to, what's it, Zaxby's. So we went to Zaxby's and we were sitting in Zaxby's and I felt kind of bad because he ordered a salad. I'm not one of those salad-eating chicks. So I got the jumbo meal with like 8 chicken wings, and then you had the 4 little fries on it, the little, what the little things is, the breast, the one with no bone in it. Chicken tenders, I had like 2 slices of bread, I had some french fries, I got me a large jumbo sweet tea, and I got me a dessert. Play with it if you want it. You better have some money. He said, you gonna eat all that? And I ate the little celery sticks that they put on the plate for decorations, because I don't know what they put that on there for. Baby, I was eating. I had sauce sliding, I'm licking all my fingers and stuff. You gonna eat that? You gonna eat that right there? Give me that. He told me, oh baby, you hungry. You was real hungry. I said, Watch me at a buffet, baby. I can mess it up. I don't play at no buffet either. And I work for Florida Blue for my day job, and it's so funny, we was at work, and one of my girlfriends always on a diet. I don't know what she do that for, because it's totally disrespectful to the diet company, because nothing works with her. So she's there eating a boiled egg and Slim Fast. I said, oh, this is not going to be good. This is an experiment waiting to happen right here, baby. So she started popping them boiled eggs and drinking them cans of Slim Fast. I said, baby, right over here, y'all better watch out, because it's going to be a rumble in the jungle right here. That sister got to letting it go. I got my spray and went to spraying her, because this don't make no sense. Girl, I lost 2 pounds. I said, turn around. There it is, right there. Your behind just as wide as it always been. What do you mean you lost 2 pounds? You only been eating eggs and drinking Slim Fast for 2 days. Oh my God. She was like, girl, they got this new one called a cabbage. I said, look, eggs, Slim Fast, cabbage. Hey. Cut us some slack now. It's just crazy. So I did try a diet one time, and I just let it go. I just accept, like New Year's coming in, right? They have this New Year's resolution. I'm not even gonna lie to myself. Everybody tell me I'm gonna lose some weight. I'm not. I'm just gonna go on and eat and enjoy myself. And I suggest y'all do that too. Because my grandma used to always say, you may not make it to tomorrow. Well, I ain't gonna be hungry, that's for sure, if I don't make it. I'm gonna be full, baby. I'm gonna be good and full. I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna be all right. Now, how many go to church in here? Make some noise. Ooh, I love church. Let me tell you what I love about church. If you're a new member at some of the different churches, you join, they feed you after the service. Did y'all know that? One Sunday, I ate 4 times. I found out what churches, you get to eat. If you come a new member, I'm probably a member about 10 churches right about now. And Lord, please forgive me. I know you're listening, Jesus. And they Thank you, Jesus. And then you can tell what people used to do before they got saved. Oh yeah, you can tell. You get them deacons up there. Let me get a 15, 12, 29, 29. Let me bring your offerings down. 15, 12, 29. Oh, is he calling the numbers? Then one Sunday I came to visit this church. I ain't gonna call no name. It's over off US 1, but I ain't gonna call no name. Oh, yeah. Back up in the corner. So I came in the door, y'all. I kid you not. The usher threw me against the door and he felt me up. It felt so good, I went out the side door and came back in again. I want him to find me a seat. I don't know what he used to be before he got saved, but when he felt me up, it felt so good. I'm like, Lord, help me, because I'm going to sit right back here with the ushers. And they're not going to move me. I'm going to stay right on back here with them. Then the pastor, he get to going. Now, y'all know those pastors get to preaching real good, right? And what we do, we forget our lane. We forget what we're supposed to stay in. I used to watch the people shout. They used to be shouting and running. I hope this all right, one mic stand, but I'm riding tonight. We just gonna go about our business. And they get to shouting and stuff. So I got all caught up, right? I done got up. They done fed me and everything, so I felt good. So he was like, jump up and down. Oh, that ain't gonna happen. I be done put my eye out. So I just started bouncing like this, right? Because you want to look like you're jumping even if you ain't jumping. So I just started bouncing like this. So then he said, take off running. I'm like, nah, okay. You better know what you're doing. He talking about run on around the church. So I just started jogging, right? Like I'm walking real fast. He told me, move faster, let the Lord move you. Move faster. Baby, I ran around that church, listening to that pastor. I was out of breath. I fell down in front of that altar. Lord, they came and covered me up with that little blanket. I stayed down there half the service, auntie. You hear me? They talking about leave her down there. She's slain in the spirit. No, I can't breathe. You don't have me running around this church. And I'm a thick girl. I'm just going to lay here. But baby, let me tell you something. Offering time came. They're like, get up. Go put in a chair. They got me right up off that floor, baby. Don't let her block the move of God. It's time for offering. Get up off the floor. And my dad is the head deacon, bless his heart. And he stutters. Oh, it's a terrible thing. And he be standing there, church. I said, oh, this is going to be a long day. Oh, church, you trying to say church? Good morning. I said, good morning. Morning. Everybody say good morning. Hurry up, help him. And my mother is the mother of the church. It's the funniest thing. She's like, Lord, I don't know why they gave your daddy a microphone. And he just be all into it, right? But let me tell you something. When it's time for you to do a word for Lord, you'll get healed. Just like Moses did when he took his brother with him to speak. When it's time for the offering, my daddy stand right there flat-footed. He said, if you need an offering envelope, raise your hand. And obey the ushers and bring that money on up here. I say, he done been delivered. I said, Mama, wasn't he just stuttering? Don't you talk about your daddy, girl. But I love it. I love what I do. I love this. I love comedy. I love everything about it because it's about putting a smile in your life, not on your face, in your life. Because, baby, we go through some stuff, don't we? And you know what stuff I like? Them bill collectors when they call from 1-800 numbers, 1-888-866-822-844-5866. Y'all just pick one. And sometimes I feel like talking. Y'all probably don't answer y'all phone. You answer your phone, auntie? When you see them calling, do you answer? No, don't call no damn. That's it, baby. Tell them, baby. Well, this is what I do. I answer the phone. Hi, yes, this is Queen. Mrs. Queen, do you know that you're late? What? Well, which one are you? Because I owe a couple people. She's like, well, this is the furniture company, and we're calling because you're late with your bill. I said, y'all knew I ain't had no money when y'all gave me that furniture. So I tell you what I'm going to do. When you call, if I feel like talking, sitting on my sofa that you brought to my house, I'll answer. And when I don't, I won't answer. When I get somebody, you might get some. Thank you, and I hangs up. Oh, it pisses them off. They call right back. Like I ain't going to answer. Hi, pay you. My sister, true story, got a sofa for free. They snapped, paid on that girl's thing, brought the sofa to the house, and then realized they made a mistake. Now, you know she's African American. You're not getting that money. She got a free sofa in her house. And the paid papers to go with it. Now take her to court and see what she gonna get.
I know that's right.
Yeah, yes, he will do it. Won't we lie on God? God sure did that. We be lying on God all the time. Ooh, he'll make a way. Ooh, that's my husband. The Lord told me, well, the Lord ain't told you nothing. That is not your husband. I got one of them at the house. Oh, he just ain't no good for even breathing. I'm just gonna free myself. Can y'all be my therapist tonight? I was laying in the bed, and y'all see I'm well endowed. And one of my breasts had done flipped back and was suffocating me. That joker wouldn't even help me. He said he thought I had pulled a brown blanket over my face and was asleep. I'm gasping for air, and he looking at me. Oh my God, and to make it all bad, I'm a grandmama. I have 8 grandbabies. So I struggled and got myself out the bed, and I went to the bathroom. So I was sitting there, and I thought I had locked the door, but one of them little crumb snatchers was up and came on in the bathroom. About 2 o'clock in the morning. Why is you up? So she's standing there looking at me, talking about, Grandma, oh. I said, what's wrong with you? Oh, you look so nasty. She about 2. I said, because I had your mama. Now go back to bed. The thing saying something out your mouth like that to your grandma. You know I'm sensitive. Don't talk about my fat. I know it's here. And it's like you go to the doctor looked at me and he told me, you know, you really can lose 50 pounds. I'm looking dead at his stomach. We both can lose 50 pounds. Now you're not just gonna talk about me and mess my whole day up. And he's sitting there looking like the Pillsbury Dough with a tan. No, you're not gonna do that, no. You're not gonna mess up my atmosphere. Because I got to leave here and go to KFC and get me some chicken. You is not going to do that to me. That's bad as Tommy asked me what I wanted. His little boo thing asked me what I wanted when I got here. I said, anything fried and dead on a plate, baby. That's what did I not say it?
Yes,
that's what I want. She said, do you want fish or chicken? I said, anything fried and dead on a plate. Baby, what part is this you not understanding? The fried, the dead, or the plate? What is the point? Help me understand so I know how to communicate with you better. Let's get this together here. This is a lovely place. We could have did this in my living room, but this is a lovely place. I love it. I love the walls. I love everything. I was born right here. I was raised up in the Blodgett home, so I know about all this area. I used to be right in the parking lot of, what is that? The bar down here on oh Lord, you're taping, that's okay. The bar down here on Beaver Street, what used to be Pelican's Bar? Oh, don't think I don't know. Some of y'all look familiar. Y'all probably was right there with my mama now. Weinberg on the next corner, Tip Top on down. Oh, I know what I'm talking about, baby. The Ritz wasn't as pretty as it is now. The Ritz had roaches and everything in it. You was kicking stuff and looking at Black Dracula, baby. Enjoying ourselves. That's how it is growing up in the hood. We was wholesome people. Woo! Baby, I miss food stamps right now. The brown was $1, the blue was $5, the green was 10, and the purple was 20. Yes, baby. We used to have them crab pies in the backyard with that foot tub. And you know, our light-skinned family members don't know nothing about that. I was at Home Depot and I was buying me a new foot tub, you know, to cook the crabs in. So the little light-skinned family members, he was like, ma'am. I said, yes. What you gonna do with that foot tub there? I said, I'm gonna cook some crabs. Oh, you're gonna mess up a perfectly good foot tub? That's for your foot? I said, no, that's for some crabs, baby. Well, my friend he make a crab pot boil thing and he's selling for about $100. I said, this is $7.99. And I can buy about 10 of them for your little $100. You better do the math. I'll take my food stamps, buy some crabs, boy, and go on and have us a good old time. What you talking about?
Oh, Jesus. And
everybody in the Blodgett homes knew everybody, didn't they? Blodgett homes, Brentwood, Durkeeville, we all was family. It didn't matter. We all was poor. Not poor, poor. We all was poor. And we all borrowed something. Knock on the door, can I get a cup of rice? Can I get a cup of sugar? Didn't you get your stamps last week, Josephine? Why is you here knocking on my don't talk about some rice. Girl, I forgot, I got everything but the rice. Well, bring me some sugar, hell. Since you get my rice. You gonna give me something out this deal. Shoot, you're not just gonna come get all my groceries, don't you know? Baby, was that chicken good? Did you eat your chicken yet?
Fish.
Yeah, you got a fish. Was it delicious?
Yes.
It was seasoned? Seasoned and delicious. You see how I said it's delicious? That's how you said delicious? Okay. Well, I take our hats off to the chef. I already took my hair off and put it back on. I ain't gonna take it off again. Be done scared Tommy if I take this hair off again. Did I put it back on right? It's good, thank you. I love your personality. Oh, I love it. Give me your name again. Marcel. You gotta say it like you mean that, Marcel. I love it. And who's sitting with you, Marcel? Miss Linda? Okay, and the two in the back, what are your names? Yes, baby. Hey, look around. Ain't nobody else back there. Just look around. Well, who you see? What's your names, baby? Oh, beautiful names. Okay, come on down here, Auntie. What's your name?
Mary.
Mary, beautiful. Mary and Martha. Is that Martha was sitting with you? Is she gone? That's Celia. Okay, I thought it was Mary and Martha. Okay, praise God. And who's these gentlemen over here? I know the song, man. Let me tell you something. You start playing that calypso, and I just wanted to get up there. And I can't drop it like it's hot, but I can move it like it's lukewarm. See how that thing moving? Yes. You better stay in your lane, ladies. Don't be out here trying to compete. Me don't drop it down and can't get it up. I don't play like that. I hunch right here. That's far as I can go. I don't do all that. What's your name, sir? Theo? Love it. Yeah, I stay in my lane. I be out sometimes. I love motorcycles and all that, so I be hanging with my backer crew, and they be out and they be winding that thing and drop it down and get to hopping. And I just be right there with my one little dance, baby. You better know what you can do. You mess around all that nay-nay and do the stanky leg. No, that's all right. Y'all go right on with that. That's all right. And they be all on Facebook with the videos of the stanky leg and the nay-nay. That's it. And I do this right here. I tear this up, baby. You play some music, baby, I be tearing this up. And every night I throw that thing up in the air, I'm really doing something then. Because I'm 50 now, so I got to know how to preserve my body, you know? It used to be a time, baby, we'd be popping that thing. Now I be done throw something out. I be right there talking about, they're like, what happened to Queen? She down at the X-Large trying to throw it.